Lady, well, probably mostly gentlemen. Let's be honest with ourselves. Welcome back to the Beanami channel. It's time to get ourselves going back planetside, back to the most unreasonable game you've ever seen. We're going right back to Beyond All Reason. Oh, welcome back to Supreme Isthmus. You know, a classic little map. One of our favorites here. I still love it the mostest. I think it's so good, so fun, so interesting, always enjoyable, and will never, it's never really going to get old. It's never really going to get old for me. And welcome back in. We are today leading the red team. Let's fucking go! You know, I think my peak OS was 31 or 32 or something like that. But I wanted to try something dumb on the Legion today. Oh my god, look at this! Max into energy storage! Oh my goodness gracious, what are we doing today on the Vietnami channel? I feel like maybe I can get away with it because this gives me plus 7 energy and on the dot, baby, we're right. We got a second, we went mechs energy storage. Look at this guy. He's got his mechs up. He's getting his lab up. He's getting an LLT. I'm just going forward, getting my 4.3, putting down a radar because I'm afraid, and going from there. Nobody's really prepared here. I could have punished, I think, with a little tick rush like I frequently do, but it's whatever. What can you do? Look at that. 3 mexes looking to be eaten up from the Beach Sea player. Would have been quite the advantage we could have maybe secured there, doing something more traditional. But anyway, we're trying to have fun. I wanted to go vehicle labs. I wanted to be that guy that makes Decurions and looks all scary and everybody is complaining about him on the Reddit. I wanted to be the guy that everybody complains about on the Reddit, you know. So, time to see if we can get to that. First, we have to make cons, though, because if I don't start getting these mexes behind me, I'm going to go insane. I need to have them. And honestly, I'm thinking about it right now. I think a little interesting tech option that you could go for as short front with Legion is actually going for those tier 1.5 mexes. Getting a little windy on the Bean on my channel. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And we are here, like I was saying, taking those tier 1.5 mexes. It's quite the interesting proposition. These aren't bad mexes. I mean, we've got 4.3s, we've got 2.3s, and I think as short front, you really can't expect your tier 2 to be quite late. And honestly, I think that's fine. I don't think you need to be rushed your tier 2 as short front. I mean, your Geo should be able to mix it in for you fairly quickly, but usually you'll be making units anyway. Usually you'll just be fighting, so it's kind of like, how much do you really need it? So what can you do? What can you do? I think it's quite a decent option to get, especially if you can get your 4.3s up to tier 1.5, because it's not that expensive when you're talking about an extra 4.3 metal a second. That pays itself back in 4 times 5 is 20, so 5, 52? 52 seconds. It repays itself to upgrade, so that seems reasonable. And yeah, here we are. We're trying to get going here. Classic thug walk shenanigans from Mr. Dark Blue. Nothing wrong with that. It's pretty strong. I mean, you know, until I get Decurions, as it turns out, it feels like you need to get about 4 Decurions before it really feels like anything. I mean, they're thick, you know, they're juicy. Look at that, 2600 HP. But yeah, even with these, I mean, it's still only 2 Decurions shooting right now, but that's also kind of the point, right? Like 2 Decurions is not looking very impressive, very hot here. Ooh, can we save him? Nope. Ugh, and it's these little things that are really, really important in the early game. My 4.3 mechs dying really sucks. I might have cleaved a couple of these thugs apart. As this, I mean, this is not looking hot for us right now. The thugs are in, the thugs are up, and it's what you love to have on your side at 4 minutes into the game. How are the tier 2 labs looking? Trufa has just started his, so probably a little bit behind. Yep, Mr. Jerbo. So we always love to see that for our team, being a little bit ahead on that tier 2 lab. Down point orange, I think. I think if green had done something more normal. Whoa, wait. Blue is going double C, double beach C. I don't see this often. Okay. So we're fighting it up with our Decurions, but we're going double beach sea, and Guy is saying he's going herrings only. I mean, I respect it. Weird, but funny. He definitely, yeah, like, you need to, like, what is this? We're almost 5 minutes in, and we don't have our geothermal up. Thank God the guy on my team is at least playing the video game. That's a little bit. That's a little bit. Oh God! And then he starts going titles. This is right here. Your Geo is waiting to be done, Mr. Geo. That's the name of your position. It's called Geo on the map. Oh my gosh. And boop, there it goes. Phew. Just barely finished. I mean, just like an embarrassing timing, really, from Mr. Light Blue. You hate to see it. Like, but what are you supposed to do? Some people have interesting ideas where they want to send herrings forward. We're gonna see if it pays off. I would bet you that the answer might be no. I don't think that going spamming herrings is really going to win. Orange has gotten his island, which is always sweet. I had a really interesting sea game the other day. Maybe I'll cover that one in the near future, but had a lot of fun there. And here we are. I mean, it's looking bad on the front for us. I'm not gonna lie. Look at our Decurions. They're fairly low health. Only one of them even has promotions on it, which feels really low. But we've gotten the lances up. I like lances even more than Decurions, if I'm honest with you guys. So lances are essentially the long-range artillery, but of the vehicle lab for the Legion. But unlike normal tier 1 vehicle artillery, as you might be seeing already, they shoot like an energy weapon, which is much, much more difficult to miss, and especially against thugs and rocket bots, it basically has a 100% hit rate. And so it feels really, really, really good to have on my side and to start getting some numbers of, well, yeah, if you can see the target. Shooting at radar always sucks, but Anish ways. But yeah, it's very nice. Honestly, Dark Blue didn't. I think Dark Blue, this was his moment, by the way. Look at this. Look at this. I gotta say, let's just take a moment to pause. Let me give you my evaluation really quick. I just gotta say, this is 15 thugs he has right now. Like, I mean, yeah, he can see that I don't have that many units. Is he really that afraid? I guess he can't see that. And I guess these are like, he pulled them back by the look of things to get healed. Okay, I see. This is his rotating line. I don't know how good this is. I feel like if he just has the bodies to throw on the pyre, if he throws the healthy ones in front and he just throws the thugs forward, he might get a lot of payoff right now. But yeah, he's not gonna go for it. He's gonna go for the heals. I think letting me mass the vehicles is much worse than losing a couple thugs to trade for the vehicles. Like the only reason I've been able to keep this fight going for any amount of time is because I've had these two con bots and this con turret just constantly healing my stuff. And it's honestly the heal micro. Heal micro, guys, I don't know about you guys. I don't know how often you engage in a little bit of heal micro, but getting your cons, getting your commander to heal the right things. Like I like to use my commander to heal my stuff. Obviously, it makes lots of sense. Huge amounts of build power. But the problem is the commander is almost always going to be damaged. So when you send up other heal units like these vehicle cons that we've had strolling around for forever, you end up in this problem where your damaged comm is being healed instead of your useful units, which, oh, great, right? But it's so much BP required to heal the comm in comparison to anything else. But it's okay. Look at this. We're now up to 5 lances, and this is honestly quite a lot. Look at that. This is starting to become enough to basically one-shot a thug. And that's when people start shitting their pants. Even 27 OS Mr. Froggy Wan Kenobi here is just crapping his pants right now, seeing the might of the lance. We have his warden targeted down, and we just roll forward. He's pulling all his boys back. He just missed his moment to fight, and now look at this. We've got all the trucks up. We've got rocket bots up. We're feeling huge. This is very whack from Mr. Laser Fox. 2 labs, but he's managed to keep all of his units alive here, and the mix of rockets and Whistler bots seems to be going ham. Now we managed to push down the Warden, and I mean, I'm not afraid, to take a stance at this point. It's time to push forward. Let's have a little look here just to give you guys a peek. Look at these Whistlers, by the way. They give such insano vision. I guess maybe that little yellow guy was giving me vision, but I'm really surprised. Actually, oh wait, is it these? The Lances actually have this huge, look at this cone view as well. That is very cool. And we are just able to see straight into their souls here as, look at this, the Mauser's pulling up, baby. Oh my goodness, it's just one thing after the other for Blue Front here. Look at this, the Beach Sea play is paying off. It looks like the lab is down. The BP is still sitting here, but it's not going to be able to reclaim everything anyway. I mean, it's dastardly, but there's Mausers on the front now, Mr. Tech player, Mr. Geo player. So what are we gonna do about that? What are we gonna do about that? What's the plan there? So obviously the move is to come blow all of my stuff up. Like all of these wins I've built here, at the very least, I think even these ones can probably get gotten by probably get gotten by this tier 3 destroyer with the drones. It could probably kill all of my wins. They're super riskily placed. I really need to be better about that, putting my contour maybe a little bit safer. But I mean, I chose this spot because I want to upgrade my mexes eventually, right? So anyways, we'll see how much of that they end up doing. But yeah, I think that even these herrings can probably snipe all my stuff. So let's see. I mean, they're just fighting orange. We love that. We love that for me. So let's get ourselves a little sped up. Now it's just about the slow, steady fight where we try to just keep every single one of these Decurions alive for as long as possible. Look at that beautiful side-to-side micro with the tanks here, and the lances just stay pointed forward. If I was really gaming, if I had unlimited APM, I would be pointing my lances at a singular target every shot. I mean, again, Dark Blue is missing the opportunity. He could just walk into all of my units right now. He might even take out one. Nope, he ends up getting baited. And so now we push into 7D Cell, who I think you gotta go for the column sacrifice at some point on front. And so I just don't know when it is. You really need that jammer, right? We're very worried about the lances. We're microing those. If only we were pushing forward the Decurions right now. Is that what we're just making out of the lab? Ooh, we stopped making, but yeah, look at this. This sucks. The herrings can take out everything. I mean, he could. I think he saw that he could shoot my lab and my con turret, but I don't know if he's going to. Doesn't look like he is. It looks like he's trying to micro. Oh my. Wow. Yeah, Mr. Octopus really just throwing the game away. That's that's quite the amazing turn of events, is it not, folks? And so now we just swarm over it. Who's following? Magenta with the tanks. This guy having 2 labs, by the way, just so crazy that this is just working. It's not like he's even reclaiming like crazy or anything, but hey, there it is. As we now just have to defend the tier 2, right? The sharpshooters, whatever. We lived. The satyrs, whatever. We've lived. What about next? The Carquinos! One thing after the other. The Decurions serving as fantastic wall here for these. Oh no. Please chill out with them. Please chill out with the tier 2. It's so long ranged. It did not need to be that close. But the hot plasma raining in from our, well, hold on. I forget Mausers. And so it's looking good. Whew, 7D Cell moving his few grunts away. I guess I had the Decurion right in time. So now I have 2 labs too. I've got a spam lab and a non-spam lab. Yellow might just be here to help. He's gone C. Orange has been allowed back. This is the problem, by the way. This is the problem that you're going to run into all too often if you're going to do some sort of a weird like C cheese, okay? You come onto the C as Octopus. You have a unit you want to spam. Fantastic. It's even a decent unit. I'll even grant you that. You have neglected all of the eco that goes on here. Here's the indictment, right? This is going to be the indictment. We're going to pull up this screen, Octopus, who's basically dead, right? Admittedly, probably for a little bit, but he's almost half. He's almost made half of the metal that our Geo player made with just going like a much more standard looking build. And so not having the units for the front where we brought tier 2 very quickly, you just end up in this situation where now you are getting swarmed by tier 1 that I've been keeping alive the whole game. Magenta has a very interesting mix. We just have the super high range, high damage units mixed into now tier 2. We lose, look at that, I only lose one Mauser there, not bad. And it's pretty much over. I think that commander was pretty much the last call. Actually, no, okay, we're starting to amass some sprinters, so that could be something. That can definitely be something here. I seem to be getting handed all the units now, which hey, that's fine. As but what is this? Look at these guys fully upgraded. The squad over here. The con turrets are constantly taxed to produce. I mean, and Ashkion is producing garbage. He doesn't even realize that he's just wasting all of his production. 7D Cell, a lot of titles, some of them died already. I didn't even see what happened there. The classic chaos of this most unreasonable game. Our Beach C has gotten to tier 2 in the meanwhile, and could definitely just go win if he had a radar. Because he just doesn't believe. Yeah, well, he even has quite a bit of it. Anyway, yeah, he can see the enemy. He can see the enemy. Yeah, he could just go win with his tier 2. But yeah, the Mauser's still threatening ever more. As if I can take out, by the way, all of these units here, I thought I survived. I saw these sprinters and I thought, okay, if I shoot those, I'll live, right? There it is, the spam from enemy tech. But he actually makes a very, like, this is a cool RTS move, right? You don't see a lot of this in bar. People going for the pincer, people going for getting a real move, right? I think the best micro for the Mauser here is to watch the direction that the cannons are facing and to try and swing the group forward and around in that direction, right? So keep the Mausers facing forward but swing them around so that they can get the shot and then turn them back around the other direction. But unfortunately everything dies. I mean, whatever though. What do we got here? We're going for our second and a half Aphis. We're looking pretty smooth. We are starting to get up these mexes forward as we have the spam continuing to come in. King Aztec is still on the sea, but he's definitely going to lose. The air player has to go ground units now, and our tier 2 Beach Sea guy was probably also going to win. I mean, were we the problem with the Decurions, or was it the Geo player, guys? Let me know in the comments. I think, honestly, kind of a pretty clear case of the Geo player being the way bigger problem. If they had had some real tier 2 units, this maybe could have evolved into some kind of game. Remember to stay hydrated. And I think we could have seen a lot more play, but managing to keep a decent Decurion mass, switching into Lances, the Mauser follow-up, we were just ramming it in. Mr. Laser Fox producing from 2 labs, which ended up being pretty sweet, I think. I don't know if it would work in most games, but ended up having pretty cool impact. I don't really know how the Rocketbot Whistler combo really measures up. And that's also an interesting thought. Hey, you know, if you made it this far into the video, leave a little comment, leave a little like, make sure to subscribe, and leave a little comment about, do you guys want to see unit 1v1 testing or like unit battle testing? I'm interested. I have the time. I figure that could be interesting content, but maybe I should try it out. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed a good little front game, a front domination. I think short front is really the most impactful spot that you can be at, right? It doesn't have to be the best player in the world, but if it is, you will be able to really have a fantastic impact on these games. Ladies and gentlemen, GG. I'll see you next time when we go Planside. Bye-bye for now.